the last defender.
I also want to share a good way to use analytics to start driving the content of your emails and to adjust your approach as you start sending out emails. So this is based on a blog article that I wrote a couple months ago, which is a theme-based approach to email campaign calendars. So the idea is that when you're sending emails, you're not just sending, generally speaking, one type of email all the time in the same type of content. Many times for your brand or for your business, you have different types of emails. You might have a more content-oriented one. You might have a more product showcase one, new product launches, sales type of emails, promotions, things like that. So in order to start using your analytics to give you insight into whether or not those are working and to refine and adjust your approach per email, you can't just apply that blanket to every single type of email. So the very first level of organization is to start thinking about categorizing those emails and then start using the analytics to approach refining those types of emails. So that's why we kind of settled on one of the overarching heuristics to start is to separate your emails out by theme and then start applying those analytics. So just to scroll down a little bit and to give you an idea of what I'm talking about a little bit more concretely. So for example, here's a screenshot from a user-generated content campaign theme organization. So there are several emails, several campaigns out of here. You can see that some aggregate here is maybe like 24 campaigns there. And because we organize them by theme, we're able to then drill down into the day of week analytics around click rates, place order rates, average open rates, and as well as how many emails per each that we actually delivered. So this way I can adjust in a more segmented fashion and say, hey, maybe this UGC campaign, this type of email works best on Fridays with the highest click rate here, and also Sundays work pretty well too, but Saturdays are terrible for it. On the contrary, if you were sending, say, a product promotion or a sales type of campaign, you might have an entirely different set of analytics of results from that type of campaign. So then in that case, you might find that, say, Monday might be the best time to send for that type of email. So by breaking this down and segmenting it, you're able to start looking at case by case and theme by theme the best way to optimize your campaigns. And furthermore, this is a little bit more of a higher level aggregation of the theme. So it's a little bit small here, but it says like back in stock, benefits, category focus, clearance, learning, product how-tos, new products. And this is a map of the click rate performance across months with some color coding to indicate where it's relatively strong performance compared to average pivoted against that particular category, as well as by the month across all categories. So here you can already see that there's some differences just on average click rates between the types of emails, as well as which ones perform better on a certain month, and then you can start saying, okay, well, why did it do so well? Why did this clearance offer do so well in October and November, but so poorly these other months? What type of content do I send, or what type of items do I place on clearance, or how do I frame it so that it was performing much better? Of course, keep in mind, it might be a reason being seasonality, seeing as October, November is obviously getting into holiday season, or there might be some other reasons behind that. But the base takeaway I want you to get is start thinking about not every single campaign being the same and applying the same set of analytics to them, but at the very least start segmenting them by theme, maybe by audience, and you can go infinite in terms of segmentation. But at the very least, be able to have fewer false positives when you look at the data, rather than actually going down a path that might lead to worse results because you misinterpreted data because it was too blanket.
Well, such a 2 seats on the left.